Getting control over your mind will change everything. You might think that when you're having thoughts, that this is an active thing, that you are doing it. You are having a thought. And that's normal because that's what everybody thinks. But in fact, having thoughts is completely automatic. It is not under your control at all. And what this video will teach you is why you want control over your thoughts, why you want control over your own mind, and how to do it. Now, what do I mean by thoughts are automatic? It's not you, the real you, that is thinking. It's like breathing. We're not aware that we're breathing, we're just doing it automatically. It's our autonomic nervous system that is breathing for us. It's not a real, I mean, your body is part of who you are, but it is not the true essence of you. And the automatic nervous system is a part of you, but it's not the true you. So the breathing is done by something that is not you, by your nervous system. And you can get control over it. You can really say, um, you can really control your breathing when you focus on it. You can say, I want to breathe faster or slow, but only for a short while, and then it's automatic again. And the same is true for your thoughts. Who is thinking? It is not the true you, it is your mind that is thinking. And you might think that you are your mind, but just like you are not your body is a part of you, but it is not you. And the same goes for the mind. Your mind is a part of you, but it's not the true you. So the mind is making these thoughts just as automatically as your body is breathing. But then, why? Where do the thoughts come from? What do I mean by it's automatic? Well, for example, your breath. You might know that having slow breaths and breathing less frequently is good for your body. And yet, most of us, when we breathe automatically, we breathe very fast, very shallow. Why is this? Why are we not in the most optimal form of breath if it's an automatic process? Well, this is because your automatic nervous system is dysregulated by all of the small and bigger traumas that you have experienced in your life. So that is what makes the automatic nervous system the way it is, and that is why your breathing is the way it is. And the same goes for your mind. Your mind is molded as you grow up by all of the experiences that you have, by all the small and bigger traumas, by all the lessons that life and that other people have taught you, by things that you wanted to be a different person, but school, society has molded you into this mind, into this person. So it's your mind is filled with automatisms that you think are true, but it's just things that you were taught. So, and that's just like your breathing is not uh, the best way it could be for your body. Your mind is not the best way that it could be for your psyche. The thoughts that you're having are not the best for you. For example, a lot of us, almost all of us, we live in fear, we live with anxious thoughts, and this is all automatically produced by the mind, and it's not good for us, of course. So, this is where mind control comes in. And a very good example is when you want to go to sleep. You're tired, you just want to sleep, but no, 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 the mind keeps going on and on. Ah, tomorrow I have to do this, or someone said this to me today, I should have replied that, oh, I should have replied that. And it goes on and on, always the same loop. Why is this? If you would have control over our minds, we would just say, okay, now mind, shut up, I'm going to sleep. But we cannot do that because we are a victim of our mind. We are a victim of the thoughts that are produced automatically. And mind control is learning how to stop these. There are different versions. Some people teach changing your mind, changing your thoughts, thinking different things. Um, for example, if you need to do the administration of your company or something and you don't like it, then you teach yourself, I like it, I like doing administration, administration is fun, blah, 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 blah. But I'm not a fan of that kind of mind manipulation. What I am a fan of and what I am talking about in this video is training your mind. Just like you would go to the gym to train your body to get strong muscles, you can train your mind. You can teach yourself how to have less thoughts, at least to be more aware of them as a first step, but as an end result to have just basically less of them. We don't need all the thoughts that we're having all day long. They're exhausting. They're taking so much of our energy away by nothing. So it's really mind control. It's really training your mind to think not so much. And this has nothing to do with whether you're smart or not smart. Everybody thinks way too much. I mean, it's the same for all. And how do you do that? There are different ways. Um, Being in nature, being mindful of nature, or mindfulness in general is a way, not necessarily the way that I approach it, but it's definitely a very valid one. Um, Making art, writing books, which is something I do, or making paintings. Then you go out of your normal mind mode and you go into a different mode, which is not necessarily with like forced control of your mind, but it is clearing the thoughts away automatically because you're so focused on a creative thing. And another way, which is very well known, but not well known that mind control is the goal of it, is meditation. The only reason meditation exists is to train mind control. It's not to relax or to be happy, whatever. It is to train your mind to control your thoughts. That is what meditation does. And meditation is the tool. It's like going to the gym and using one of those machines is a tool to train your muscles. Meditation is one of the best tools to train your mind or to train control over your mind. And why meditation works so well is because it's very focused. You try to shut out all of the distractions because your mind gets distracted so easily. So first step is be in a quiet place with little distraction. That makes it much easier to go into this mind control mode. If you try to do it in the middle of a street on the sidewalk, not much success. So and then you sit somewhere where you don't have anything else to do but focus on your mind. That is what meditation is. Focus on your thoughts, learn to be aware of them, and gradually learn to have less of them. When you're thinking of meditation, I don't know if you've ever tried it, but if you try, just sit and don't think or don't be distracted, it's impossible. Then you'll say, I cannot do this, I cannot meditate. And I'll say, of course you cannot meditate. No one can meditate. It's like when you see a bike and you've never tried it, you'll be, oh no, I cannot ride a bike. Of course not. You have to practice. You have to learn. You have to practice. And the same is true for meditation. No one can meditate the first time they try it. They cannot meditate the 10th time they try it or the 50th. It's something that you have to train, that you have to practice. It goes very, very gradually. But it's very worth it when you learn to control your mind better. So for me, at least, so the end goal of meditation is to have periods of no thought, not a single thought at all. And it will be a very short period because it's very difficult. At first, this is only in the meditation, but yeah, it's not something that should stay limited to meditation. It's something that should expand into your life. So at first, for example, you sit down in meditation, you're going to concentrate on your thoughts, and you're probably thinking, this is too difficult, I cannot do this. And this is typically something produced by the automatic mind. Fear, I'm not good enough, I cannot do it. Typical thoughts of the automatic mind. So a perfect example, and you say, yes, I'm having these thoughts, but it's not a real me thinking it. It's something that's automatic. It's something that's programmed into me. So what's interesting, I noticed the thought. I noticed it for the first time in my life that I am having a thought and that it's not necessarily true and it's not necessarily me. How fun is this? Meditation is already working. So you're sitting in meditation thinking this and you say, interesting, yay. And then another thought comes, and then you start thinking about the groceries that you need to do. And you'll be like, wait a minute, I'm distracted. I'm thinking about my groceries. Let's go back to not thinking. I'm thinking about the windows that I need to clean. That's really how it works. So just being aware of your thoughts. By trying not to think them, but you'll think them anyway, because they 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 love you so much they cannot live without you. And then gradually you'll There are tools, of course. You can listen to a guided meditation. You can do visualizations. You can focus on your breath. I mean, there's tons and tons of tools out there on the internet on how to learn to meditate. And then it'll get better. You'll be more focused. You'll, for example, focus on the breath for an entire minute without being too distracted. Woohoo! Great success. And then gradually you'll apply this to your life. If you need to do a presentation and the first thing you think is, oh no, I cannot do this, it's too scary, then you'll say, aha, a thought. A thought based on fear and I'm not good enough and I cannot do it. This is just an automatic thing. It's not necessarily true. And this changes everything. So it changes the way you think of yourself because now it's your automatic thoughts thinking, and then it will become you more and more saying, no, I'm not listening to this thought. I'm listening to my own voice, to my true voice that is saying, I don't know if that's true. I don't know what is true, but I'll find out. I'll find out who I am. And another thing that's this no mind state, like as it is called, this no mind, no thought state. It is very useful for creative thinking or problem solving. For example, I write books, and if I'm stuck in a book and I don't know how to continue, I'll meditate into this state of no thought, really try to ban out everything, and then it takes a while, and then I'm thinking, this isn't working, I'm not having any ideas, blah, 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 blah. But then just keep going. And I always come out of this meditation, which takes only like 10 minutes, maybe 15, with an idea of how the plot should continue. Always. Like for this video, I was thinking, what should the title be? And I went to do the meditation. I thought, oh no, I'm not thinking very good titles. This is not working. In the end, I had a good title. So it really works for creativity, but also for creative problem solving in general. If you have a financial problem and you don't know how to solve it, you can really solve it this way of clearing all these automatic thoughts that are in the way, that are telling you, that are giving you bad advice, that are telling you that it's difficult, that it's fearful, away with all of them. And when there is no thought, true creativity can come in. But this is only possible if you can put your thoughts aside long enough so that there is a vacant space, so that there is an opening in your mind for the true creative thoughts to come in. And one of the best ways to or moments to practice this is if you cannot sleep, because then you don't have anything to do. It's dark. It's free of distractions. It's just you and your mind, and you have plenty of time because yeah, yeah, you have plenty of time. So try mind control or meditation or however you want to call it when you're lying awake in bed and you want to sleep, but sleep is not coming. And you can try focusing on the breath, focusing on body sensations, focusing on small things that you're hearing, focusing on a word that you keep repeating in your mind. There are so many techniques. Find one in advance, decide, if I cannot sleep, this is what I'm going to use, and give it a try. And it won't work at first, but if you keep up at it, it will change your life.